Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 6 of Freezer Crowd. Or just a bit backstory. We're doing multiple episodes in a single day.
Yes,
So
sir.
episode 5 was literally recorded no more than an hour ago. So how are you guys? How's it been in the last hour?
I've been fine.
Yeah.
I've been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all good. We're all
all
coach. Yeah. We've had our lunch break.
Yep.
Thank you,
Had a cup of
Mum and
tea.
Zenny, for a cup of tea and
Good
biscuit
old
breaks.
Mum's Zenny. But I'm going to jump straight into it.
Oh, I love it when you jump straight into
I have found 2 interesting facts.
Oh, he's found 2.
I know. So this one's a little bit longish. It's
Go
not,
on.
but it is. So, there's a town in Alaska with a cat for a mayor. It is true. Talkeetna, Talkeetna in Alaska had a cat named Stubbs as its honorary mayor for 20 years.
Honorary
Mayor for 20 years. Stubbs sadly passed away in 2017, but it's still a hilarious and heartwarming story.
Mm.
Yeah. Didn't know that, did you?
A mayor.
A mayor. A mayor?
Mayor.
A mayor.
A mayor. Mayor.
And I got another one about ancient Egypt.
Yay!
You know, go back.
Big up,
we're
geezer.
backdating this fact.
What's the geezer in that?
In ancient Egypt, servants were sometimes smeared with honey to attract flies away from the pharaoh.
Yes, I heard that.
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
Oi. Allow.
Sorry. Blood clot.
But yeah.
Prison.
Yeah, I want to hear this story about YMCA.
Yeah, so me and Chaz, because you know Chaz does his buying and reselling and, well, that's what he does.
Buying and keeping. And
Buying, keeping, buying, reselling. He went into YMCA, which is a charity
shop.
And he went in there and there was a Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 2 with games and wires. And do you know how much he got all that for?
But you? How long were you in there haggling first?
No, well, shall I tell the backstory?
I told the backstory, yeah.
So I built a relationship with YMCA. It's changed managers over and over again. But it's a young fella, bless him. He's doing really well. And he's got to know me, obviously, what I buy, /collect, /sell, whatever. And I went in there off the off chance with Char. I said, Char, if there's anything in there, watch me go. And he goes, live experience. And
Front row seat.
literally. And I was like, right, what you got in stock for me today? He goes, got some consoles for you, if that's any good. I was like, yeah, right, what you got? Went in there. I looked at Charlie, I was like, there's everything in there. But the Wii leads. And I went to Charlie, like, in code, I was like, watch. I was like, right, what do you want for it? Goes, I'm not doing this today, Charlie. What do you want to pay? I'm not doing it, damn busy. What do you want to pay? I was like,
I'm busy.
Literally. I said 20 quid. Goes, yeah, done.
Fucking hell. I'm busy.
20 quid. No, was it? It was £20 and 1p.
No, I did buy a pressure washer for a £5.
And you did buy, but that was for you.
That's for me.
You bought a pressure washer for a £5.
Yeah. And it works.
With the little snow foam attachment.
Fuck
Everything,
off.
yeah. It's so cool.
Yep.
Mate, try and buy us a studio.
I'm telling you, brother, I'm not paying. If I don't have to pay full price for anything, I'm not going to. And I'm giving money to charity, so it's a fucking win-win.
There's not a lot of it, clearly.
Yeah, not a lot of it.
What?
And then ever since then, I call him Del Boy.
Yeah, you are a Greek Del Boy,
I am.
to be fair.
Kebab and selling. Done.
Done.
Selling while eating kebab.
Yeah. Oh, that's a dream.
Kebab and sell.
Kebab and selling.
But we're going to get... Oh, do you want to do it?
I can go.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
What you got?
Standard blind ranking, of course.
Standard procedures.
Blood clot.
Don't
Prison.
you act like you don't like what you do. Gets you thinking. Right. Today's blind ranking is... Drum roll. Whatever that was.
What, a drum roll?
Sports brands.
Sounded like pouring water.
Sports brands.
Sports brand. Sorry, yeah, go on.
So horrible.
Sorry.
No, you're not sorry, all right?
No,
You
I'm
keep
not.
doing it to me. I literally feel like the third wheel, babysitting kids and getting bullied. Right, sports brands, 1 to 5. Where are you putting Adidas?
I'm wearing some Adidas trainers right now.
Adidas, I think it's pronounced, isn't it?
It's Adidas over here, but Adidas is
Adidas everywhere, isn't it?
everywhere else.
Anyway, I'm going to say...
Conservative?
Free.
For it.
New Balance.
Well, you have New Balance shoes, but I've never worn New Balance. But I do like your ones. So I'm going to say about 4.
I'll put it at 4.
Because I don't wear them.
Yeah, I'll put it at 4. Adidas, I think, just tips
The
New
scale
Balance.
a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Puma.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
2. Got to play safe.
See, I wear a lot of Puma.
Yeah, so do I, but I'm going 2.
I'm going to go 1.
Straight with a 1 already.
Nike.
Oh, it's so overrated.
Yeah,
Nike.
I don't rate
I'm
Nike.
going to go 5.
Yeah, 5.
So
I
overrated.
don't rate it. I don't wear it.
I don't wear Nike.
I think the trainers are uncomfortable.
The trainers are well uncomfortable and
yeah.
overpriced.
So your number 1 spots, both of you, is Reebok.
No, Reebok's number 2 for me.
Yeah, my number 1. That's the only one I've got available.
I fucked that one up. No.
Yeah, me too.
You both are right, royally fuck that
You
one.
might as well said Lonsdale.
Everlast.
Oh, do you remember back in the day when your mum goes into Sports Direct? I've got you a tracksuit. It's fucking Lonsdale.
Lonsdale.
Or
Slazenger.
Everlast, whatever it's called.
Everlast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember that time in school we was queuing up to go into media, and I had my feeler jumper on. I had my feeler jumper on, and
I like feeling.
yeah, but no, the teacher was standing. She went, "Can you take it off?" And I was like, "First, you want to feel on my jumper?" I think it was like year 8.
I think that was the day I hid in the map.
That was so funny.
What?
Yeah.
You hid in the map?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so the
so
back of the classroom, it's a massive scale of the world, but it's on like a map. But it was wrapped around into like a tube. He wrapped himself in it. She'd done the register, and he didn't answer. And then obviously I was giggling, so she knew I knew where he was.
Yeah.
So she was pressing for me, and all you saw was his map going. The map was shaking, and you just see his head go here.
Trying to get on the map.
Unravel yourself.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
That's
man.
quite
It
good.
was fucking
I miss school
hilarious.
days,
Yeah, me
mate.
too.
I
man.
hate school.
Right, so Chaz, you said after your failed quiz
Oh,
for
my
Disney,
sister and you stitched me.
big time. You said you wanted a multiplication quiz, yeah?
I got you.
I got you, brother.
Nah, this is where I'm gonna literally.
I'm staying out of this because my maths is fucking
No, I
atrocious.
can't, man.
Nah.
for the shits and giggles, please.
Join in for the shits.
And gigs.
I'm gonna use my
And
cat.
no, get your phone away. Don't
Get
you-
your phone. No, get your watch out of it.
Hey Siri.
So I'll
No
start off
cheating,
with
Greenish.
a nice, easy one for you. What's
Okay.
2 times 4?
8.
Well done. Spell,
You're so quick. I had to really think about that then. I don't know why.
spell 8. No, I'm joking.
ATE.
EIGHT.
No, ATE.
Oh.
All right, next is
So horrible.
20 times 4.
20 times 4, 80.
Nice.
Hey, you're quick at maths, you know.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
well quick. You can't spell 8, but you're quick at maths.
Hello.
Next is
God.
286 times 9.
Right, so 286 times 10 is 2,860. Oh, God.
It's a struggle.
Take your time.
2,416?
Oh, that was close, but no cigar. 2,574.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll mix that one up.
89 times 7.
God. God.
Yeah.
I wish you could see his clogs turning.
Mate, I wish
Right,
you
so
guys
eight- so-
could
right,
see his
right, so
did, you,
eight-
did you see his tongue?
Right, so 89,
I wish you could see
right,
his
so
face.
89 times
Fam.
10 is 890. Take away 3 times 89, which is 277.
Yeah.
And then 613.
Oh, you were so close. 623.
Oh, God.
Oh, unlucky,
Mate,
unlucky.
you got a lot closer than I did in my head.
All right. What is 62 times 2?
Oh, 124.
Yep.
Jack's like, nice.
Just
nice.
giving me encouragement.
Nice.
You go, Jazz. You go.
Nice.
What is 62 times 2 equal to?
Wait, what?
Oh, 62 times 2, what's it equal to?
What's it equal to?
What? It's asking for an equation.
It's asking what is 62 times 2 equal to. And it was so, if when I tell you, you'd be like, oh, prison.
Black Clark prison.
I don't know what you mean by the question.
The answer is 62 plus 62.
Wait, what?
So 62 times 2
what's
is
it
equal to 62 plus 62.
Oh, I get it now.
If 18 is multiplied by a certain number and the result is 324, what is that number?
Itself, 18.
Boo, yeah, man.
Fucking
Well done.
hell.
Yeah.
Come on, Chaz.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
This one's a little bit of a complex
Shit.
one.
Sticky
A bookstore ordered 25 boxes of books.
Yep.
And each box contains 68 books. How many books does the bookstore receive in
Mate,
total?
there's so many word books in there, it's thrown me.
Without your missus smelling every page, obviously.
Oh, God, weird. Right, so 25 times 68 basically is the question.
Yep.
680, that's 10. 20 is 1,360.
Huh?
And then half of
Is he-
680, which is
Is he getting there?
340.
No.
1,680 books.
Oh, you're so close. 1,700. You're always just you're always just a snip off, man. Oh. No, yeah, you have done well.
Blood Clark prison.
Blood clot prison. But yeah, you did well.
Yeah, them questions, I just take the words out and just that's the sum I've got.
Oh, mate, I can't do math that quick.
I weren't allowed to do the higher paper in GCSEs. They wouldn't allow me.
Well, you're too good, or?
No, basically, I was in set 4 because of they put me there because of my dyslexia. Ironically,
Have you got dyslexia?
Oh, I would never have guessed that. It's like a hidden,
He's
disability.
like a hidden gem. Yeah, sorry, mate. Go on.
I hate you both so much.
Oh no, it's so funny.
No, it's not.
I accept this.
Oh, he takes it like a champ.
Do I?
No.
Yeah, you're still here. Sixth episode,
Oh,
mate.
no, fucking hell. And you're in my mum's yard. But anyway,
Shout out, Mumsy.
shout out, mumsy.
So, mumsy.
Yeah, I said to him, I'd rather get less in a higher paper because I know I'm going to get a higher grade. Because in foundation, you had to get 80% to get a C.
Well, is this the higher paper?
No, foundation paper they put me in,
Oh, okay.
I got 77%. And if they put that into the higher paper, I would have got a B.
Judging by what you've just done, you're used to getting just off.
Fucking Jesus. Shit, man, woke down.
What the fuck have I walked into the last hour?
Oh,
that was
sorry,
That was
mate,
fucking
sorry.
good. That was quick. I'm
Yeah.
proud of that. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, itchy eyes.
The stare is. I'm sorry. No more bullying, Chaz. All right.
Fuck off.
It's not bullying. It's character building. But no more building Chaz's character. All right. Say thank you, Charlie.
No.
Smell extinguisher.
Oh god.
Anyway,
Shut up.
we're going to go
I know feature episodes coming, they're going to be more fucking spelling bees.
100%.
Features, mate.
100%.
100%.
Mate, I've still got loads more of those ones that I made you spell on the couple of, on episode 4.
Do you know how roasted I got for that?
Did you? Wait, do tell. What?
I got told, are you stupid?
The character was built more. Yeah.
Who told you that?
I think that...
Was it your dad? Dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad loves just calling me a dickhead, but anyway. No, I got at work. They were like, I would have got those. No, you wouldn't, fam.
No, because I would have just changed.
They would have
Maybe it's
not...
changed,
It was... I think I would have rather been called fat than dyslexic.
To be fair, you spelt the words right. It was just a trick of switching the word around.
I thought you did well. Very well.
I'm proud of you, Chaz. You've come such a long way, mate.
You have. You've come such a long way. You should be proud. You should pat yourself on the back.
What's next?
Spell Pat.
Spell
You
pat.
lot are fucking horrible. Right, what's next?
So we're going to go on a deeper level. So we're going to spoke on the last episode about men's mental health.
Ep 4, yeah, we did, yeah.
And the one just gone.
And
We
the one
touched
just
on
Touched
it.
on it a little bit.
So we're going to go in a little bit more in depth in it now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's starting us off?
Oh, well, I've got statistics here.
Are we starting off with some statistics?
I'm going to start off straight away with some statistics because obviously we brushed on certain aspects of it before.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got quite a few
Okay.
statistics here. 77% of men, because all these men took a poll on this statistic page. So men were asked questions, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, pause.
77% of men polled have suffered with symptoms of common mental health conditions such as anxiety, stress, or depression.
Why is he laughing?
I don't know.
Can you read the
It's supposed to be serious topics.
It's a serious
No,
topic,
because you
Chaz.
said 77% of men had took the poll. I've been hanging around you two too much. It's getting hot in here, fam.
Blood clot. Prison.
Prison.
Oh, right, can you repeat the
Shall
fact,
we
please?
start
Yeah,
again?
please, yeah.
Fuck it, you
Rewind.
You heartless piece of shit.
I've been hanging around you two too
Go to
much.
hell, bruv.
I'm going anyway. I had
Blood
sex
clot.
before
Prison.
marriage.
See you at the gate.
I'll be there waiting for you. Right.
I'll bring the food.
Right, go again. Go, Jack, go.
Right.
Go.
77% of men polled have suffered with symptoms of common mental health conditions such as anxiety, stress, or depression.
Yeah.
40% of men have never spoken to anyone about their mental health. 40%.
That's an insane
That's
amount.
mad.
29% of those say they are too embarrassed to speak about it, while 20% say there is a negative stigma in the issue.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's obviously when people watch Ep 5, it is all to do with social media, I'm sorry.
The biggest cause of mental health issues in men's lives are 32% is work,
Yep.
31% is their finances, and 23% is their health. 40% of men polled said it would take thoughts of suicide or self-harm to compel them to get professional help.
Okay, no.
Have you guys had... Oh, go on, finish the fact. I didn't realise.
75% of deaths around the world
Yep.
is men, caused by suicide.
Yes,
Because of they can't cope with...
Men's mental health, so suicide for men, 75%.
It just opens your eyes to things, doesn't it?
Have you guys had suicidal thoughts?
I've never been suicidal. No. I've got to a stage where I've been so low that I've asked for help, basically. I've never had that thought of self-harm or suicide or anything like that. But again, like you say, it was around work. Luckily for me, touch wood, thank God, I've never had any trouble with finances or anything like that. It was around work. I got to a stage where I wasn't able to give a service that was up to standard as such.
Yeah.
So my mindset was different, and I didn't have the patience with colleagues, with members of the public, you name it. I didn't have the patience for them. And that was all down to work. I was being overworked, work stress, knowing that whatever I have these rest days and then I go back into it, I know what's waiting for me. So my rest days weren't the same. I was stressing on my rest days. I couldn't sleep. I lost sleep. I got insomnia.
I couldn't. How does one cope with that?
Well, I didn't.
You don't.
I didn't cope with it. And that's when I finally decided I needed the help because the insomnia was driving me insane. And I reached out, saw my GP. My GP was fucking fantastic. Like, they were so good. And I think in their eyes, your mental health is just as important as your physical health.
Meant all day long.
You know, your physical health can be bad, but your mental health can be just as bad, and it can cause you exactly the same as what physical health can. So I reached out, told them that I wasn't sleeping, and they basically tried me on some, is it Zopiclone?
Something like that.
So Zopiclone to try and help you sleep, which is a sleeping tablet.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. I did that for a week, and apparently they knocked you out. Didn't knock me out at all. Didn't touch me. I was still awake, still not sleeping. So I called them up and said, "This is what's going on. I'm not sleeping. These tablets haven't worked." And they then put me on Metazapine, which is a long. Just so it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to get in your system.
Okay.
So still for that 6 to 8 weeks, I wasn't sleeping.
Oh, God.
And at this stage, I was off work. I wasn't working. I've been signed off. So take away the stress. They were thinking if we have the time off, take away the stress, get you back in, get you sleep better, get you back to work. So lucky for me, I'm in a position where if I'm off sick, I get 6 months full pay before it starts to go down. So that was a stress for me that I didn't have to worry about. So that helped. Anyway, I was on these tablets for 8 weeks, 2 months, was it? Something like that, wasn't it? 2 months.
It was about 2 months you was on them.
Yeah. Didn't see a difference. So I went back and they upped my dose from 15 grams to 30 grams. And milligrams. Yeah. And they said to me, you're anxious. You've got
Anxiety.
So,
and what is it that I told you before you went to the doctors?
Oh yeah, you called it.
I picked up straight away before you even went. Even like within 3 weeks of your metastasis, I said you had anxiety.
Obviously, what made you anxious? Obviously,
You speaking from experience, you don't know. It could be anything.
I did know because when I sat down with the doctor and spoke to her about what was causing these issues, and she said, "What worries you about work?" So I told her, I worry about going to work. I worry about what I'm walking into. I worry about how I'm going to react to certain people, and I worry about how I'm going to be like trying to give that service to the public. I worry about that. And she went, you're not worried, you're anxious about it. That's not worry, that's anxiety. So I knew that what the problems were, and as a man, I didn't want to say it was anxiety.
The problem with anxiety is there's such a broad spectrum of types of anxiety. So everyone gets it for different aspects of what you do. I'm not going to delve too deep into my past experiences because, to be honest, I don't really want to. But yeah, to your question, I had suicide thoughts, essentially, quite a lot of the time when I was at my worst. Charlie knows. Charlie was there.
Yeah.
But again, back to this, I didn't tell him. Didn't tell him how bad it was. Didn't tell my family how bad it was. I didn't tell anyone. Because back to the statistic is the stigma and the embarrassment of it. Is you're always looked up to be this happy-go-lucky person. You know, you're always laughing, you're always joking. But what people fail to understand is it's a mask. It's a facade.
yeah.
As soon as you get back into your house, that mask comes off and you're back to your low self-esteem again. But mine, what kicked mine off really was started off with finances.
Okay.
Which is a big cause because I was in debt. I mean, I was in a lot of debt.
Okay.
A lot. And I didn't tell anyone I was in debt. No one knew.
Yeah.
And I couldn't keep up with it to the point where I was getting letters of threatening from bailiffs and shit like that. Bearing in mind, I lived at my mum's at this time. So you think, I've got no evidence to prove whose is who. Because obviously for bailiffs, you have to have receipts of proof of purchase to so-and-so. I was like, they could take anything. This is my mum's house. Like, what the fuck? Got that sorted, and then other life events to do with me and other things come about, and that just sent me on the biggest downward spiral ever.
So was yours obviously with money, and then obviously with
Everything.
I'm guessing with family stuff.
Family, past relationships, connections with people, things like that. And it takes its toll on you massively. I've always been the one just to push it to the back of my head, brush it under the carpet, and it's just, I'll deal with that later sort of attitude. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll worry about that later. I've got other things to worry about. I'll worry about that later. And then you'll just add into it. You're piling onto it until one day, something happens and you just explode.
So would you ever? Obviously, I know a little bit. Obviously, off camera, you said stuff. But would you never think a day where do you think, do you know what? Enough's enough. It ain't gonna dictate me anymore.
No.
You're always gonna.
I still have it now from time to time where I wake up where I think sometimes I'm actually better off not even here. There is times where I think, do you know what is the purpose of me even being here anymore? I've got nothing to give. I've got nothing to show for it.
Well, that's bullshit.
Well, I know, but when you're inside your head, it starts eating away at you. So then
I do it now. And people think I've got X, Y, Z.
But then I'll start thinking about, do you know what? I don't even want to be here anymore. I just don't.
And that's the danger of, like, so when me and Jack go home, we're often on our own in the bedroom, whatever. And I think it's a big thing for you is that you sit and you overthink.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas what you need to do, and just tell me if I'm being a dick,
You've been
it's just
into-
call me. If you're ever overthinking, go, Charlie, man, I'm overthinking again. I need someone to fucking talk to. Which is easier said than done.
Oh, 100%.
And this is where that stigma again comes from.
It's the embarrassment.
Yeah, but we know
What
you're
for,
going
brother?
through it.
Because when you...
If anything, you're a man for...
No.
I think,
Yeah.
personally, you're a bigger man for
So-
saying, guys, I need help.
So we see that. We see that as how you see it. But there is people out there, and I'm not gonna say from who or for when, but I've had other people in the past to me when I've actually cried in front of them. I've broken down. I've had a mental breakdown, and their first response to me was, "Man up, get over it. It's not that bad."
Bruv, I'll be honest, I cry
It's the
quite a lot.
worst thing you could.
I cry quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I overthink.
Mate. I cry. I don't cry in front of anyone.
I do.
If I was to cry, I'd either go in my room on my own or go for a drive.
How did cancelling change you?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
See, cancelling is it's a tough topic because everyone has different experiences with cancelling.
Yeah.
So obviously, I've got a friend from work who has had cancelling, and they've found it very helpful. They've really improved from where they've come from before. Whereas I tried it, I went through the NHS to do it. First off, they offered me a group cancelling session, which was a lot less waiting list, but I didn't want to sit in a group of people that I don't know. I mean, I barely had the courage to go to the doctors and talk about it and get put on antidepressants.
Yeah.
Let alone sit in a room with 6 people that I've never met before. But the wait list for an individual one was like 6 months.
Yeah.
So I decided to wait, and obviously within 6 months it got worse and worse and worse. But I sat there and I had this feeling that they just wasn't really engaging. It seemed like they just didn't care. And
Just another one on the list, yeah.
but yeah, that's it. It's they probably, because men's mental health is so bad that they probably see so many people come through their door.
Was yours female, male, or female?
Female.
Female, okay. Yeah.
And they have so many people come through the door. I mean, I'm not saying women don't suffer mental health, but this is solely about men's
This is
mental
about
health.
men. This is about men.
And yeah, they probably see so many people that I was just sitting there. And
So did that like affect how you opened up? Did you think that
100%,
being a female?
I fully shut down.
Yeah.
Fully shut down.
Okay.
Absolutely. Like if I was to get into another, like every time I started dating or get into a relationship, I'd either self-sabotage it because I overthink, and I know I do. Well, you know I do. We've had experience. We've had chats before.
Yeah.
Where they're probably the best person ever, but where my head takes over, I then self-sabotage it because I refuse to open up. I refuse to talk because I don't want to get hurt.
You're scared things are going too well.
Is it
Yeah.
because obviously what you went through previously,
100%.
and you've now opened up per se this can of worms to all these things you're thinking is because of what you obviously went through?
Yeah, but to be fair, it stems pretty much from like the past with my 16 years with my
Childhood.
Yeah, childhood. I'm not going to say too much on that,
No.
but yeah, that was 16 years of that. And yeah, it's when I have opened up to people like past partners before. The thing that gets me the most is that when you have an argument, they use it
That is a
as a
weapon.
weapon.
And that now makes you scared to open
And
up.
that, yeah, so I refuse. I don't say I refuse because I would love to, but it feels like something's stopping me from opening up too much. So I'll let them know about certain things, but
Yeah,
not the things they need to know. Because if I open up too much, then that makes me feel vulnerable. Because then they have this weapon that they could use against me to hurt me, to get whatever they want. If I don't do something that they don't like, they have this massive weapon that they could use against me.
Yeah.
So then, without even realising it, I tend to self-sabotage.
Is it bad that I'm the complete opposite?
No.
Is that bad?
No.
No, the reason why I say it, again, obviously everyone's different, and obviously we can only support so much and help so much.
Oh, yeah.
But I went through counselling. I thought this teacher was having me on. And at first, I admitted I did go, I'm not in rehab. I didn't know what counselling was back then. I didn't.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I was like, what is it? I actually felt better talking to this complete stranger because she didn't judge me. She judged me on the situations I was telling her.
She doesn't know you, does she?
That's why I now don't care who I talk to. Because of that one lady I spoke
So
to.
this is different experiences.
Yeah.
Because of that one lady.
Yeah, that one experience has changed
Yeah.
both how we
Yeah.
perceive things now. Whereas you was able to release and you thought, do you know, I can tell anyone anything now. Whereas I sat there and felt she
I've
doesn't
got
care.
nothing to hide. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll talk if I'm talking to people at work. I don't even talk to people who use our work or anyone. I'm having a shit day because of X, Y, Z.
Yeah, see, I say if I've had a shit day, but
And I say why I've had a shit day.
No, see, I hide a lot of information about how I feel.
I think
You're going to bottle it.
If I was to describe Jack, he'll smile till he gets in the front door. That sort of thing, yeah? And you are like... You're like a fucking Coke can. It just takes one person to fucking shake you. Do you know what I mean?
And that's it.
And that's what you got to think of.
No, I agree.
Is that you've got to settle your... And it sounds really corny, but you've got to settle the fizz.
Yeah,
Then talk.
Yeah.
Don't talk while you're fizzed. Talk when you're
like that.
settle.
That person that we spoke about last episode that sent that message to me this morning.
Yeah.
Where they said, I mask everything with humour. It's true.
Yeah, but I do.
I know.
I do to an extent.
But like Charlie said, the moment I leave my front door, I'm smiling.
Smile.
The moment I get back in, that mask's off.
So going back from counselling, obviously
This
you
is
didn't
really
wanna,
interesting because I've not been like this.
and you didn't want to talk to that person in counselling. I know now you say but what, and it's a hard question. What prevents you now from opening up and telling, like talking to like me or Chaz? I know you talk to me, but I guarantee you don't tell me everything and how you're feeling. But what stops you opening up now?
He couldn't have put that better.
Yeah. That's such a difficult question because it, in a way, it comes down to a trust thing.
Yeah.
Essentially, like I'm not saying I don't trust you boys because I trust you boys in my life.
Yeah.
But it does sort of stem down slightly to a trust thing of trusting someone again with that information about me. Something that's something that literally that almost took my life. You know, that something that has control. It's something that's controlled me for years. That controls my actions, controls how I act, controls who I am. It's so.
Would you never confront it?
I've tried, but it's so difficult to. The worst part is trying to explain what's going on.
You ain't got to explain yourself to no one. You just got to tell that person,
but,
whoever it was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if I'm trying to explain how I'm feeling or what I'm going through in that moment, say like I really need to talk, I'm going through this, I'm going through this. Okay, what's wrong? What are you thinking about? What are you overthinking? The only way I can imagine it is you've got a real picture going around in circles. So imagine it's going past your eyes, and you imagine that a million miles an hour, and every single sliver is a thought.
Yeah.
You cannot pinpoint an individual aspect.
Yep.
That's making you sort of like that.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's such a difficult thing. It's so hard to explain and talk about.
But my counsellor, when I went there 6 weeks, and she spoke obviously about what happened at school and everything, but then she touched on home life.
Yeah, mine weren't great.
And then I was like,
I suffer with abandonment issues.
my dad, bless him, I love him to pieces. Obviously now, I didn't. He was always this strong man, always telling me "Here, son, have a look at this, have a look at that," and I was
Dear kid.
yeah, and it was just. It wasn't me yet. It wasn't whether I was a late bloomer. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I'll open up. To be honest, we might as well. We're talking about it. I know what half my problems are straight away. So I know one of them is I suffer with abandonment issues. Yeah, instantly. Abandonment issues.
Fear of abandonment.
Fear of abandonment. Being left.
Wow.
Being not wanted. Things like that. Also stems down to, again, this is touching on the aspect of dating like we did on the last episode.
Yeah.
So I'm always getting told, oh, you're really good looking. Oh, you look lovely. Oh, you're handsome.
Yeah.
But yet no one wants me.
Yeah, but I felt like that. I did feel like
what
that.
I'm saying is, you've got these. It's back to this stigma of online dating and social media where you have to feel that validation. Where I'm swiping. So what or whatever. If I'm out in a club, I was one to never pull in a club.
Neither was I.
But yet people keep coming up to me going, "Oh, you are handsome. Oh, you're good looking." Blah blah blah. But yet,
no, I do, yeah.
But yet,
I have.
But yet, no. But
Ended episode.
Pause.
Fam.
Unpause.
But yet, no one wants me. So then it comes back down to this idea in my head that I'm actually worthless. I'm so worthless that everyone else can move on. Or I have in the past, like years in the past, I've been talking to someone, they'll disappear, and the next thing you know, I know they're in a relationship with someone. Like, what is wrong with me to talk to me, to then absolutely fucking ghost me, and then within a week later, you're in a relationship with someone else? Like, what is it that I don't have? What is it that's wrong with me?
Would you like my advice now?
Oh, do you know, I'm getting better. I'm just talking about over the last like few years.
Yeah, but
Not today. Today, I couldn't give a fuck.
But in general, one, you haven't found the right person to accept your imperfections.
But
Point blank. No, you haven't.
But it also comes down to where I may have found the right person, but I self-sabotage.
So there is that, obviously, as well. But me, personally, I had it. You need to learn. If they fuck up, that's on them. But until then...
Yeah, see...
And I know it's hard, trust me.
No, but this is where
hard.
it comes into of not understanding because you haven't experienced the feeling of depression, anxiety.
I have.
To what level?
I wanted to go.
Same as us then, pretty much.
But in a way where obviously, you know, even now, like if someone's caught me on a bad day, you're fat. That's it. It's like me, red rag to a bull. It's game over.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it because this guy, I'll be honest, I don't care. He had cancer. And I never even said anything to this guy. If anything, I was like, hi mate, you right? And he felt that he had to go that level.
Lash out.
Yeah.
And I had to go in the end, to the head teacher, put him in that room. And I wasn't going to say nothing. Like you, I wasn't going to say nothing. But I thought, no, I can't. That was my pivot. So do you realise what you've done to me? I can't go out. I won't eat. My family don't know who even I am anymore.
See, I'm actually same as you. I've gone through that.
They don't. My own family didn't know who I was. And I said, if you can't realise what you've done, God help you. And I said that in front of the headmaster at the time. I said, if he doesn't realise what he's done, sir, God help him and God help this school. And that was it.
Yeah. See, I've like that. Well, I'm nearly 30 this year, so I've lived a fair bit. For as long as I can remember, I've always had people call me skinny, call me this, call me that. Oh, you're so skinny. Oh, you need to eat more. Oh, don't you ever eat? Man, I eat like a fucking horse, mate. I don't stop eating.
Yeah, you eat.
And I've had this my whole life. Oh, you're so skinny. Oh,
Yeah,
you've lost weight. Oh, you need to put weight on. I've had this my whole life. Constantly. The same fucking thing gets said. It gets so fucking boring. That I'm sick of fucking hearing it. Don't you think I look at myself in the mirror and I know this?
Yeah.
Don't you think I can see myself going, why? Why me? Why is it me that I have to be like this?
Yeah.
Why can't I be one of the lucky ones where I'm muscular or I can put weight on? Why can't I be the lucky one? Why is it?
Why can't I lose weight on a dime?
Yeah, but
Can't.
again, but I can't put any weight on. But yet, that's the first thing people pick up. And do you know what the worst thing someone said to me once? This was online dating. This was years ago, but again, it was online dating. She, so I only had my faces up on a picture, and then obviously I went on holiday and I sent like a full picture. Her, bear in mind we was talking, it was going real. Her fucking response straight away, as soon as she saw a full picture of me, she went, "Oh, I couldn't cuddle you. It'll be like cuddling a bag of TV remotes."
Oh, shit, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bung that off, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
People are ruthless, man. But it's all these little things that happen over years that I have no self-confidence at all. No. Like, if I'm on holiday, you'd be lucky to see my T-shirt off.
Same.
Like, lucky.
And no way this rubber ding's coming out, brother. No way.
I've got terrible self-confidence. I've got terrible body confidence. I personally, if there was a girl in the street that made it absolutely clear she liked me and wanted to talk to me, I'd walk away.
Really?
I've got no confidence whatsoever.
Wow.
There's a lot of things that you don't even know because I haven't spoke. Charlie knows some of it, not all of it, but there's a lot of things I've gone through in my life where it's fucked me up, essentially. Like, it has fucked me up massively. But I pretend I'm okay. when people ask me,
No, you should never pretend.
people
bro.
ask me, "Oh, how are you today?" Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
And that comes back to stigma, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That comes back to, I'm a man, I've got to be strong, I've got to do what's right, I can't be seen as this weak person, you know, I've got to be there for my nan, my mum,
Yeah.
I've got to be the strong person.
And I'll do, and I'll carry everyone else's problems,
The one,
but I will not release mine.
the one thing, obviously, my problems were quite recent. They only finished this year. They only finished, February?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's been going on for 12 to 14 years.
Yeah, and
10
the best
10
thing,
years.
the best thing I ever did was go and talk to someone about it.
So I did. I went. You know, I did. I went to the
Yeah.
doctors and I got put on quite strong antidepressants.
But they just made you numb, didn't they?
Yeah, I was on them for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I think.
See,
I was on
touch
antidepressants.
wood. Well, it doesn't make me.
Don't. But
I've never took them.
yeah, but they numbed the feeling of suicidal thoughts. They numbed the feeling of not wanting to be here, of I'm worthless, I'm nothing. You know, they stopped those feelings, but it didn't. I wasn't me. It numbed every emotion, every ability to feel. It just numbed everything, and even you saw it. I weren't me.
Wow.
So I got to a point where, do you know what? If they want me to be a man, then I'm just going to have to be a man and get on with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Yeah, but I will go in at home. I've done it. I've literally stood in the doorway. Start bawling. She goes, "What's the matter?" I said, "I don't know. Like, things have just got to me that particular day, that week, month, whatever, and it's I've overthought it, and I'm out." She goes, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Just give me a cuddle." And I'll be all right.
Comes back to the Coke can
Yeah.
analogy.
Yeah.
But then, what was it? You know when we was at Toast? Shout out to Toast. Remember that day when them kids wouldn't pick the rubbish up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. I thought, nah, I can't. Pick your rubbish up, boy, nah.
Blood clot prison.
Prison.
Blood
And
clot
I was,
prison.
they didn't know what to do.
They picked it up, though.
They picked it up.
They were like, "Sorry, mate." I said, "Just don't litter, mate." I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no respect enough in this world in general. But back to how you think you should feel. If you're not happy, and I'm not saying, right, you have to be happy all the time, because no one ain't. No one's fucking happy all the time.
It's a lie if you're happy.
It's
all
a
the time.
lie, but
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same time, it's like, I, believe it or not, woke up one day and I said, "That is it. I'm done. I need to change." And it was November 2015. I got out of bed, had enough. Even though on that day, I sat on my mum's sofa, eating a bag of crisps, fucking Coke, you name it. Then my dad goes, "Right, I've got my gym appointment today. You fancy it or what? Come with me, will ya?" Whether that was God was telling me you need to go to the fucking gym, or you said you want to change, right, I'm giving you a lifeline.
Yeah.
So I went down to the gym with Dad. He was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll sign up." And then the lady goes to me, "Do you fancy it, Charlie?" I was like, "Fancy what?" She goes, "Gym." I said, "I ain't paying £62. Are you mad?" She goes, "Nah, because you're a student, 31 quid. So, done. And I've got quite a vindictive personality. I will go big or go home. Vindictive.
Oh, I thought you said addictive, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Addictive, vindictive, what you
No, I
want to call
thought
it.
that, yeah, go on.
And then I went to the gym for a whole month, didn't change a single heating up, but I lost £3 in weight. I thought, imagine if I just fixed up my diet a little bit. Went in. 15 months, I lost 4.5 stone.
Fucking hell.
I looked ill. But,
You're trying to say I look ill?
no.
No offence.
As you say, skinny dudes go, yeah, I'll do. But anyway,
Stop making me blush.
I know.
Fam.
You're getting there. The original weight, it wasn't actually for me. Because no girl looked at me. You had a thinking in your head that no one thought they wanted you.
And this comes down to validation.
No one, swear to God, no one wanted me.
And it's the worst feeling to have.
No,
Yeah.
and then I lost weight and I was getting attraction. I was like, "Are you mad?
Yeah, is that what it takes?
Is this what it takes?"
It's the image, isn't it?
And it was like,
And no offence to you, it's that them going, "I want to be seen with the fat man."
Yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it?
And it comes, yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like,
And again, this stems back to what we spoke about in the last episode of social
Yeah.
media. Of the
It's
the stigma of what your life should be like.
Don't wrong, yeah. There was girls out, and I thought, do you know what? If they're approaching me, so be it. I'm going to enjoy it. But
Yeah, then
I
girls,
did think deep down, I was like,
yeah, but then girls go, I want someone with a dad bod. But you don't, because
Now,
you want to
yeah.
follow the
No,
influencers.
that's a lie. That is a
it
lie.
is. And then it was, and then this is why I keep saying I'm so shocked. Out of all mainly my friendship groups, I was the first one to get married.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm so like, you know what? It's sort of back to the haters. I'm like, do you know what? Fuck you all, man.
Like,
Yeah.
it comes down to, like, you. Like, we went to coffee yesterday with your lady friend.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
I am too.
So happy, especially after your past.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen you through it. I'm so fucking happy for you.
Yeah.
In a backwards kind of way, in a not way, I'm also jealous
Mm.
because then it comes back down to,
I want that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some days where
like,
I actually
why
wake up and
can't,
think,
like, why can't I have that? Like, what have I done so wrong in my life
you haven't.
where I
You-
can't have
yeah.
that?
Do you know what
You
it is?
haven't.
No, I know I haven't, but
Yeah.
it's the thought of what have I
Yeah.
done where
It's
I
when you-
can't have that.
No, it's when you don't think about it, Jack, it comes.
Yeah, I know, but it's hard not to think about it when it's every single time you unlock your fucking phone, when you look
Yeah.
down the street, when you're driving through town. It's everywhere you fucking look. It's there. Like, literally, a couple of month or so ago, I deactivated all my socials.
Yeah.
You
Needed that.
said.
Before we started this podcast, it's the only reason my socials are back up is
But then,
because of this.
but then what did you tell me when we had coffee?
I can't fucking remember, bro.
Unfortunately, I remember a lot
I
of shit.
don't.
You told me, if you don't love yourself, what's the point?
Yeah, and
You are your greatest asset. You've got stuff that I wish I had.
I got fuck all that you wish you had.
No,
what
you
have I
do.
got?
You want that hair, bro?
No, I swear, do you know what it is? I wish I was your height. I
You
wish
don't. It
I
comes
do.
with fucking back pains,
Yeah,
knee pains,
no.
hip pains,
Do you know
leg
what it is?
pains. It comes with pain.
I wish I was your height. I wish I was your build. I wish I had
My
your
build? Bro,
Yeah.
I don't even wish I was my build.
I do.
If I went on a fucking patio, I'd fall through the gap.
No, honest to God, mate. You've got things that I would want. I've got things maybe you guys would want, and then
But again, this comes back down to everyone is that ideology of I want
Perfect person.
Yeah, I want this, I want that, I want that. But
there
yeah,
is no such things, man.
I do love certain aspects about myself. I do. I really do. I love that I can.
Straight up, I want your car.
Mate,
Straight up.
no, you don't.
Don't want your eyesight, but I love your car.
Hey, fuck off. Like, yeah, there's certain aspects about me that I do love, and I wouldn't change for the world. Like, for example, I could be myself around certain people, like you guys. I can be out myself, and I can literally come out with you boys and have the best day ever. And we don't even fucking do anything. We literally come to your mums, we sit in this shed, and I have the best day.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
And I know I can do that, and I can have that, and
Yeah,
I absolutely love that about my life.
but
then
we
there's-
see you in the gym, right? You self-sabotage. I ain't doing that shit, mate.
again, this comes down to me self-sabotaging.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
doing that shit, bruv. I'm like,
But that's me.
and then I said, no, you fucking will do that set, and you're like,
Okay.
all right then. And you're doing numbers where you think,
Yeah, shit, man.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, but again, it just so like I say, there is
That's what it takes is someone to go, Jack, you can fucking do it.
exactly.
Yeah, but I
know
do it
you
to
can do it.
Yeah.
I do it
Yeah,
to you in
yeah.
the gym.
And this is why I very rarely go to the gym on my own.
But you also rarely get, you can do it.
Yeah.
And that's what some people need sometimes. You can do it.
Because again,
You need that
I went on the gym on
boost.
my
Yeah,
own.
motivation.
Yeah.
When I started training, I went gym on my own, and I plugged myself in, and it was me and the music and the weights. No one to answer back to, and I loved it. But when I go with you two, or whether it's just Jack or whether it's just Charlie, I'm like, do you know what? This is my job to motivate you.
Mm.
I take it upon myself, whether I sound egotistical,
No.
I think I know it all. I don't know.
No,
but
that's why you have gym partners.
but
Yeah.
I love, like, when we were doing legs the other day, yeah?
Yeah.
You were like, this hurts. No, it don't. Do the set. And
Push me down.
don't get me wrong, yeah? He couldn't walk afterwards, but he knew
I'd had a good day.
he's had a good workout.
Yeah. But like I said, there's
I've learnt to love myself.
a lot. I love certain aspects about myself. I know I've got a lot more to learn. A lot more to.
Everyone has, I think.
I know that, and I know, but like I was saying back to you, it's a jealousy in a backwards kind of way. Do you know what I mean? I'm not jealous because you're with her.
You're jealous.
I'm
you
jealous
wish you
of
had
the
it.
idea of it. Of you've
Yeah.
got that, and because it's weird because we've gone through so much together,
Yeah.
me and you.
Look at what.
But yeah, why can't I get that?
But then look at what I went through before I got.
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
And it was more of a, I need my own time. I want my own time. I want to be by myself for a little bit. So I started hitting the gym again.
And we did.
And we did. And I then finally thought, you know what? I'm ready to date again. I'm ready. I had my confidence back. I didn't lose my confidence, but my confidence in dating went.
Your trust in it.
Yeah. And I thought, I just want my own time. I want to be by myself.
Yeah.
And you look at what I had, and I thought, I'm never going to have that again. But then I thought, I don't need that to be happy. I just need myself, I need my friends, and I need my own self-confidence, and I need to be able to move on from the past. And I look at it now, I don't look at it in a way of, that was a waste of time. I look at it, that was a good time, let's just have
It's a lesson.
Time.
It is a lesson. Like I say, obviously, all my relationships are bad. They've all been bad, whether it's on their part or my part. You know, the ones on my part, I'll openly admit, I fucked up. I self-sabotaged, you know, they didn't deserve any of that shit. I was just an arsehole. And I will openly hold my hands up to those that I fucked up because of me, because of who I am when I get inside my own head. And I feel like that I start overthinking things, and I look at little signs. And as a serious overthinker, any little imperfection that changes. So like, say if you was to meet someone and you started dating and they're so affectionate with you.
Yeah.
Then one day they're just not as affectionate as they used to be.
Yeah.
That's it, mate. You, as an overthinker, you latch onto that shit thinking there's something wrong. They're cheating on you. They're going to leave you. I fucked up. And then now you're thinking about that. You're thinking, right, I need to protect myself before they hurt me. I need to hurt them. And then that's when you self-sabotage. You get into such this dark realm
I've always been
that you can't get out of.
See, I've always been in relationships. It's like, do you know what? I know me. I know my self-worth, and I know I ain't going to do nothing because I'm dating you. This is why I'm dating you, X, Y, Z. I'll give you the option to fuck up.
Yeah.
I know. I'm very cocky, confident, arrogant. I know.
Prick.
Yep. I'll own it.
So
I'm the best husband. I was the best boyfriend. I was the best companion, shall we say?
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm worth.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm worth, and I know what I deserve in life, and I know what I deserve from a partner.
Yeah.
I will automatically put trust in someone. So if they was to go on a night out or whatever, and blah blah blah, they go, oh yeah, you know, what about them? You know, you need to trust my friends, blah blah. It's not your friends I need to fucking trust. It's how you react to certain actions that I need to put my trust in.
Yeah, I think another problem is when you look at mental health, and it is obviously about men, but women as well. This country is not prepared for the amount of mental health issues that are in.
No, it's not. It's under facilitated. What's the word?
Yeah, well, it's underfunded.
100% underfunded.
They don't have the facilities, and they don't have the knowledge.
No, because it's.
I don't think you need the knowledge.
But the thing is, though, it's so misunderstood as well.
Yeah.
Like in an aspect of things, mental health as a whole. Let's just go across the board here. Mental health as a whole is so misunderstood.
Yeah. Well, I went to the cinema. Yesterday, day before.
Day before.
And there was an advert on the screen, and it was about NHS staff, and it would show the staff going out crying, panicking, and it goes, everyone has mental health, not that they'd show you, and they wipe away the tears and they crack on with the patient.
Yeah,
that's breaking bad news. That's giving someone CPR. I've given someone CPR, mate, and that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. The hardest thing. And I remember my first body that I saw. Mate, that done me. I was like, I'm not meant to see this. Normal people aren't meant to see this stuff.
No.
And when I was there, and it was going through it, I knew that I had the facilities to help me if I needed it. So we have something called traumatic incident management. It's there if you need it. And people are trained to help you deal with those things.
See, my work's got a thing called We Care.
Yeah.
How can someone be trained on mental? Can I ask that?
So say like you go through something traumatic. Say like you did. Say like you saw a bad car accident.
Yeah.
I'd be trained to ask you the questions, and then I can score you on how much help you need.
I don't get what he just said.
It's based on a score. So if you go to the doctors, They base
How can you measure my mental health on a score?
because they ask you certain questions and your responses fall under a category.
So what exactly?
So basically,
I don't get it,
if you
sorry.
say you're suicidal and you are in fear of your own life or others, you'd score a 10 straight away. You'd be high risk. But if you was like, yeah, I'm really low, I'm really upset. Have you had any suicide thoughts? I've never had thoughts of harming myself or killing myself. Okay, you're low risk.
Yeah.
You're just going through a rough time.
Yeah.
How can someone? I don't get it. I'm sorry.
But that is the best way to try and, just sort of see what risk someone may be at. It's not so much dealing with the mental health
And again,
aspect.
this is where the system fails.
And this is where
this
the
is what I'm
system
saying.
fails. Yeah.
You're going through a bad time. Oh, you're not really scoring at this person time. I'm going to score you a 4. Water outside.
Is someone using a tap?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Someone using the
I don't. I'm sorry. Like, how can you tell me on a score of 1 to 10 how I'm feeling? Fuck off.
But that's
This
maybe an eye opener for you.
It is. So granted, when I very first went to the doctors with my depression,
like, imagine you went to.
right, I'll tell you.
Go on.
My very first time ever, I got forced to go at this point. I was literally in this doctor's office
Yeah.
for no more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And she gave me a prescription for antidepressants.
Yeah.
She basically scored me a basing system. That's it. She asked me a few questions. I answered it truthfully, and she based it off that. But although I was only in there 2 minutes, it made me feel a bit shit. Like,
But is the
what
score
fuck?
to cover themselves? To cover themselves.
But it opened my eyes to see how bad I was.
Yeah.
So it is an eye opener.
I don't know. I feel strongly on this scoring thing.
No, I can tell, but it's a system that works, and it's a system that needs.
But there's no system to follow up for the help.
No,
That's the problem. So the system to base you on your...
it's arse covering.
Yeah.
That's all it ever is.
Oh, I can see you're struggling, sir. But I'm going to rate you an 8 out of 10 because you're not quite hit the mark.
Yeah, but here's
Sorry?
here's a prescription.
Yeah, dash it. No, man. Sorry.
And that's the problem. She threw a prescription at
Nah,
me
sorry.
before she even offered me cancer advice.
Yeah.
It weren't until after 3 months when I had to go back for a review that then she offered it.
I was always, because I was referred to counselling as well. I didn't take it, but I know that if I needed it, it was there.
That fucking sing, man.
But I knew that it was there if I needed it.
Yeah.
I, in myself, felt a lot better just by going to talk to a doctor. And when she said, like, you're not worried, you're anxious, I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, shit, maybe you're right. And when you sit there and you think, when someone tells you, this is what's wrong, you're, oh, yeah, fucking hell, maybe
When
you're
you
right.
map it out, that I understand.
When you're sitting there, say, looking at a blank wall, going, what the fuck is wrong with me? What is going on? What's wrong with me?
Which I have done.
That's the problem. That's where the problems really start. Because you need a professional or just someone to say, mate, I think you might have this. I think you need to get some help, whether that's medication, counselling, therapy, whatever. But there are places out there that can offer the help that you need.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel a lot better. Since I've been, I feel a lot better. I mean, my work ethic's gone up. I feel a lot more positive about things. I've moved on to date. I'm dating again. Things are going well, as you guys know. And I just feel like my life's now going in the right direction. Yeah, I haven't moved out yet. Interest rates, we'll get on that another rep, but...
Yeah, buddy.
Fucking hell. But, you know, when I see people, when I deal with people with mental health, every day, I give them the, you guys have got options and so-called 111 option 2.
Yep.
That's the mental health. And if you're having a crisis, call 999. If you're in that bad of a crisis, call 999. Whether it's the police, ambulance, fire, someone will get to you as quickly as they can. And if you're a risk to yourself, police are the best option because they can get there quicker than an ambulance can.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. And if you're then showing signs of mental health, don't worry, we'll stick with you until an ambulance gets there. You know? And if we need to take you up to hospital because you're in need of mental health help, then go. It's where people aren't willing to do it. And the other problem is everything's voluntary.
Voluntary. Yeah.
Everything is on a voluntary basis.
Unless you are so bad you get sectioned under the Mental Health Act.
Yeah, under 135.
But you have to be really
Thank you.
bad.
135 from a doctor, 136 from the police.
Wow.
But there is...
Whoa.
Yeah, there's counselling out there for people. Go to your GP. That's the first place to start if you're having anything bad.
I think the first place to start is admitting it.
Yeah.
So my first place was talking to my mum.
Talk to your friends, family.
Yeah, it was that.
What's your view on this?
It was more of I broke down, and then at that moment I realised that something weren't right. I just thought I was constantly sad, and this is the problem. If you've never been through it or you experience it the first time, you don't understand it. You don't know nothing about it. You just think you're feeling sad and you're just having a bad day after a bad day. Yeah. It's not.
And even if you don't want to talk to family,
experience.
Never spoke to one.
They actually pulled me out of what could potentially have been a horrific ending. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, but again, quickly back to my counsellor. They actually dug up eventually. It was about the weight issue. And,
It's always stems down to something in the past.
No, it was family. When my dad lost our house.
Yeah, it'll always stem from somewhere.
I was 15, sorry.
Yeah.
Lost the house in the end. Went from 5-bed, 4-bath to...
But do you want to know what the scientific thing is for depression and anxiety? It's the chemical imbalance in your brain.
Yeah, and that's what the tablets are for. For the chemical.
And that is something as simple. So imagine like your chemical in your brain's like that. That means you're sad.
Yeah,
happily. That's supposed to be sitting about here.
Yeah.
Just a simple difference of that can depend. Something so simple takes people's lives.
You know, we've come a long way as a country. We've come a long way as a world. We've come a lot. You think people in World War II get shell shocked? You're going in the nut house, mate. There's nothing wrong.
Did you know?
You're just nuts.
Yeah. So back in the day, if you had anxiety in school, you'd be put in a sane asylum.
Yeah,
for anxiety.
Yeah.
But mine stemmed from event I didn't realise from losing my house, and I secretly was angry at Dad because not only he lost our house and we had to share because of him, whatever, and obviously the way he was telling me about things and stuff and his anger and everything, I pulled him into that room and I said, Dad, you don't get me, mate. You don't get your own son. Then he'd think, oh shit. And when I was 18, believe it or not, my dad's probably my best mate. Because I understood why he done them, because that's how he got taught as a man.
Yeah, my dad's my best mate. I like me and my dad are so close.
Yeah. Obviously, I got my best mate, but my dad, I think, will always be.
Yeah. Jack's just a mate. No, joking. Jack's my best bud. You both are. You both are my best buddy.
Fly over this table if you say that to me.
You've got no more than 5 best friends though.
I've got 2.
No.
I've got 2 and I'm sitting around the table with them now.
And I know I could be open with you guys. Like, that's the thing. If I was ever having a down day...
I'm an open book, brother.
Tell you what, I'm glad I've got such a small friendship circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I like being a part of different friendships because I know I bring the same thing.
Well, fuck off then. Fuck
yeah. Jesus Christ, Chaz, just showing off now.
I've only got you 2.
Do you know what it is though? It's not that I go out with these friendship groups. I don't mix certain.
I have other friendship groups like from work and that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the ones where I can fully let go.
Yeah, and do this.
Here.
Yeah. That's what I like. People need to realise help's out there. And you can get it.
It is.
And you can get it.
I know it seems like it's not, and I know it seems like it's the end. There's no hope. There's no light, as they say at the end of the tunnel. As all 3 of us have actually just spoken about and discussed.
Yeah,
there is. I have been at the bottom of rock bottom.
Yeah.
I've been so far down. I didn't think there was a way up.
Yeah.
And look, we're sitting around here now.
Yeah, and I think people can only cope with so many problems. Again, it goes back to the analogy of the Coke can. Yeah. If you're half full bottle of water or cup of water and each problem's a stone,
it's going to overspill.
How long until you overflow and lose it, you know? But
I do feel a lot better though after this episode. I think this is quite a good episode.
How long have we been going?
An hour and 4.
Whoa.
Yeah, that went quick.
Wow.
That went quick.
To be fair, I think this is an episode that we needed. Because all of our 5s, there's jokes, there's laughs and that.
Yeah,
I think this episode needs to be out there.
This has all benefited all of us.
To be fair, doing this episode now has benefited me a lot. I've never told anyone about my abandonment issues.
No.
Ever.
I didn't.
Yeah.
After this, we'll leave you.
But I do
Such
think...
a cunt.
I know. He had to throw it in there, didn't he? Didn't you, Jack? He had to throw it in there. I would never say that.
Such a dickhead.
We said we weren't going to tell him.
No, I'm sorry.
But I think the fact that if
this comes down to the laughter is the best medicine, man.
But I think if in the real viewers and listeners, I feel if Jack can open up and bless him, from what I've
I'm not going to
known
lie, mate. My throat was choking.
But I
Getting
think,
sore.
Yeah.
but I think from
I thought I was going to go. I'm not going to lie.
But from what
That's
Jack,
right, that makes you mad.
but from what Jack said, if he can openly admitting it to not only us to you guys, there's no reason why you shouldn't pick up the phone to the relevant people, i.e., police, ambulance, doctors, psychiatrists, all these people,
Mate,
and
I'll tell you what. There's plenty of charities out there.
Loads of charities.
and believe it or not, us.
I found two just quickly now. You've got. I mean, the name's a bit weird, but it's called Man Up with a question mark. So it's
That's quite-
www.manup.how.
Yeah.
And it's we raise awareness about men's mental health among men through our charity. And the one after that is you've got Mind, one of the biggest
Mind
ones
are good.
going. Mind I've used as well personally. I've used Mind.
Yeah.
They're people that they're great.
Yeah, Samaritans as well. Really.
Samaritans
Yeah.
are fantastic for a moment. If you are in a crisis, if you are really feeling to that point where you feel like that you are about to do something stupid, Samaritans is the best one to do.
Yeah, and they're completely impartial. They don't judge.
They don't know you.
They don't know you, and they're just there to talk to you. They're just there to talk to you, and it's common for. It's like for the elderly.
Of talking.
YMCA is about I believe it's to do with young people.
Is it?
Yeah, because the guy in there is the assistant manager. What a lovely guy. His father passed away in the YMCA.
Fuck.
And that's why he's so dedicated to the cause.
Yeah.
They helped him.
Yeah,
His dad was that obviously generous, kind person. He passed away in the YMCA.
Fucking
And we never knew why he was so dedicated to the YMCA.
Well, no,
This guy.
Yeah.
You met him on...
yeah.
We never understood he would be there. The extra hour, the extra minute, sorting out the toys, the clothes. We never knew why he was dedicated. But it's because of the YMCA helped him through that time.
Again, this comes down to people underestimating the power of talking to someone, regardless of who it is. Talking,
It's the best medicine and laughter.
God, it fucking helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, truthfully speaking, I feel like there's a weight been lifted off my chest today.
Yay!
I just sit in him. I just feel.
Yeah.
Fucking the ginger and the Greek.
I do feel mentally drained.
The green.
Yeah.
Though right now, I do feel mentally drained.
Yeah, but when was the last time you spoke about that? Openly.
Probably about 2-3 years ago.
And that's so whatever's
no.
been going on has just been building up for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I never let the bottle go overfilled. My bottle's
you're,
always
you're,
empty.
you're already a shaking can. You're a shaking can.
Yeah, I'm choking up anyway, so should we wrap it up?
Right, guys, as you know...
Let's
Are we wrapping up?
Yeah, we
No?
can
I'll
wrap
tell
it.
you,
No,
we'll leave it. We'll leave
We'll
this
leave
one
it at
as
that.
it is.
We'll give it. They don't want to hear about your HMOs on this one.
Okay, all right. Do you know what, guys? It's been an absolute pleasure. And please, if you are experiencing any sort of issue, dilemma, problem, whatever you feel like you need to get off your chest, this is from the bottom of all of our hearts, I believe. Please comment on the Spotify, on our page, our private pages.
Yeah.
Either way, we're gonna see it. This particular episode isn't about getting the numbers up or anything like that. It's about helping. If we can help at least one person.
To be fair, I think this is more.
This was our therapy.
Yeah, I think this is more for us, but also to show that you can talk
you
about
can
it, you
talk
can
about
get it out. That we us three are living proof that you can get through it.
Yeah, and you can get better.
I know it may seem like that there's no it's the end, it's done.
Yeah.
But
Never done.
there is something at the other side of it.
And all it takes is, even if you know us, don't be scared to reach out. Like we're always there.
Mate, honestly.
Even if you see us in the fucking street.
If you do know us and you message us on Instagram, Freezer Crowd 1, we're not judge. We don't judge. We
been through it.
Look at this episode. I've just said things that I've never told anyone.
Yeah.
So
if anything, we'll probably talk about it. Obviously, you guys will always be anonymous, but we'll probably talk about it in our views on it, how we think we can help. Simple as that.
Simple as that. And even if you just want to talk to us, you can reach out to us on our own social media, but that doesn't have to be through Freezer Crowd. You could do it through us, Chaz, Jack. You could all just send us a message. And honestly, there's no harm, because we'd rather talk to you and nothing happen than you don't and something happen. Yeah.
But again, guys, thank you for listening. It's been a bit of an emotional episode.
A serious one that I think needed to happen.
I hope you guys have listened to the whole thing, because it's quite. I personally feel quite emotionally attached to this episode already.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm emotionally attached to obviously Three's a Crowd.
So I do hope you have listened to all of it. Again, like we said, you can reach us personally. There's no judgment. It's all anonymous and everything like that. Again, if you need help, there is relevant help out there.
Yeah, helping charities. Yeah.
Again, thank you for listening.
Yes.
And we'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
See you on the next one.